Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be filming my 8 books that will self-destruct in 12 months. Now this isn't an original idea, this came from the wonderful Becca at Becca in the Books. I'll link her channel down below. So basically these books have been gifted to me, bought from charity shops or handed down. And we're going to see if they will last or whether they will go boom in 12 months. So the first book I'm going to talk about I'm a little bit iffy about because I know that it is a booktube darling, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Now this book was gifted to me by one of my friends over on Twitter over a year ago, and I just haven't gravitated towards this book at all. And I know some people absolutely love this book. So I'm going to read the synopsis, tell me what you think. Even if Blue hadn't been told her true love would die if she kissed him, she would stay away from boys, especially the ones from the local private school known as the Raven Boys. They only mean trouble, but this is the year that everything will change for Blue. Now, I mean, that sounds great. I just genuinely haven't gravitated towards it. The second book I'm going to talk about is Marie V. Snyder, Touch of Power. Now, I've not heard a lot about this book on YouTube. I'd heard quite a bit about a year ago through Facebook, but I've never heard very much else. I think the reason I've not gravitated towards this gift is because it's fantasy, and fantasy tend to intimidate me a little bit. Unless I've got an audiobook that I can listen along with, and at the moment I've never found an audiobook for this yet. So the next 2 books I'm going to talk to you about are Gone Girl and Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. Now again, these were picked up in a charity shop, I think probably on a deal. Again, I've heard a lot about Gone Girl, but I have heard Gillian Flynn can be quite a slow author, and I'm quite a slow reader, but I love fast-paced books. So if the author's slow, and with my slow reading, it does tend to make me take longer to read the books. But nonetheless, I've put them on the list, so they are going if they're not read within 12 months. So the next book I've got is The Wife Between Us. This again was picked up in a charity shop. At the time, sounded brilliant. Now, this synopsis doesn't really intrigue me that much. Recently some people unhauling this book, so again that kind of makes me wonder, well, is it worth the read? But again, if it's not read within 12 months. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Moxie by Jennifer Matthew. Now can we just take a minute to actually appreciate this cover, because it is stunning. I picked this up again in a charity shop on a deal. Also because I knew that Netflix were bringing out a movie based on this book. Now, I mean, who wouldn't love a book about fighting for women's rights and just girl power? But I tend to forget about this when it's on my shelves. So, I mean, I'm hoping that making this video will make me kind of remember. Books I'm going to talk to you about are Young Elite and the Rose Society by Marie Lu. Again, I picked these up in a charity shop. I think I actually found out about these books because I'd heard somebody on YouTube talking about them. I mean, they sound good. I'll read you the synopsis of Young Elites. A decade ago, a deadly blood fever swept through the nation. Most of the infected perished, but some survivors were left. With strange markings, their identities remain secret. The group of survivors have come to be called the Young Elites. Now, I mean, that sounds really, really good. Again, I've just not gravitated towards them. So hopefully, again, making this video, I will pick these books up. So that's it, guys. That's the 10 books that are going to self-destruct within 12 months if I've not read them. So hopefully in 12 months we'll come back and this list will be complete. Thanks for watching. If you've got any opinions on these books and you want to leave it down below, feel free to comment. Like and subscribe this video, and I'll see you in the next one.